It is time to say a very happy 60th birthday to Doctor Who, and who better to celebrate with than the man who kick-started the reboot and the first Doctor to do the double shift. Please welcome Russell T Davies and David Tennant.
Join us. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Good evening.
David, I'll start with you because your last words before you were regenerated back in 2010 were, "I don't want to go."
How prescient that turned out to be, eh?
Here you both are.
Yeah.
So who decided to come back first out of the two of you?
That's tricky, isn't it? It was kind of a group thing almost. We did the online things in the pandemic where everyone went online and fans all got together and talked about Doctor Who.
Yeah.
That made Catherine Tate say to you, well, do you fancy coming back?
Wouldn't it be fun if we got the band back together for one last go? She had that conversation with you.
To me. And then I literally thought it was my job to pass that on to the BBC. I thought, well, I've got to report this. I don't get two big stars like this saying they want to do Doctor Who and I can't not tell them.
Why wouldn't you?
But we all kind of thought it would disappear, but here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
did.
we had a bit of a taste, didn't we, on Friday night because you did the sketches
That's
on
right,
Children in Need. But what can you tell us about these three special episodes?
I mean, we never really like to give much away, Alex, do we?
Come on, you're amongst friends.
We say the facts. 3 Saturdays.
Go on, facts.
3 Saturdays in a row.
Yes.
Yes. Doctor
Yes.
Who lives on a Saturday, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah,
It lives on a
definitely,
Saturday
yeah.
night.
And it's not a 3-part story. You can watch each one separately.
Okay.
Yes.
And they're all different. One's like a big family film. One's very scary. One's insane.
Yes, they're very different. Each one is really quite unique. The first one is a sort of recognised, the sort of world of Doctor Who that you'll recognise,
Yes.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second one is unlike any episode of Doctor Who.
Oh, that
is
looks
ever
scary,
done
yeah,
before.
yeah.
And the third one is bananas.
That's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Shall we have a little look?
Go on then.
Come on.
Sometimes I think there's something missing. Like I had something lovely. And it's gone.
I've got this friend called Donna Noble. If she remembers me, she will die.
We've got a Martian in the shed!
Something entered this world.
Who are they?
Monsters. I don't believe in destiny, but if destiny exists, it is heading for Donna Noble.
Your fight is with me!
David, so explain to us how the 10th Doctor can come back as the 14th.
Well, if only the Doctor understood that. But it has happened. The Doctor has regenerated and...
We should come up with a reason, really, shouldn't we?
An old face has come back. Why would that
But
be?
he looks confused.
Yeah, he is confused.
You know?
Look, there he
He's
is
like,
confused.
I've been in this skin before.
Yeah. So it's that's sort of part of the story. You know, a kind of why am I here again?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then of course he bumps into Donna Noble again, Catherine Tate.
Before I want to ask you a question about that actually, but before we do, will people notice any differences before, you know, with your last two Doctors?
I mean, there wouldn't be any point in me coming back to then play it completely differently. I don't think.
No.
That'd be a little bit
Big disappointment.
We
peculiar,
like
wouldn't it?
familiarity.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, in terms of this is the 14th Doctor, so I have been Jodie Whittaker and Peter Capaldi and Matt Smith in between.
Yeah.
So you know, I have that. I carry that experience with me.
Fair enough. And on Donna, what I was going to say is, obviously she plays your sidekick, Donna Noble. Catherine Tate plays your sidekick. Sorry, Donna Noble. You wiped her memory 13 years ago.
I know.
So,
and if she remembers anything about the Doctor, her brain will melt and she will die.
We're in trouble.
So that's quite a tricky place to start.
Wow. Right.
Yeah.
Russell, your inspiration was Star Beast. This is a comic, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Many years ago, in 1979, there was a Doctor Who comic strip, which is fantastic, written by Pat Mills, drawn by Dave Gibbons, who are titans of the comics industry, about a little alien, the sweet little meep, falling to Earth, being lost, wanting to get back home, and making friends with school children. I mean, you'd think that was stolen off E.T. That was printed 2 years before E.T.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually precedes it. It's a great story. So when I came back, I just thought, why not adapt a really brilliant story?
Yeah.
I remember reading it. I remember getting Doctor Who Weekly as a kid. So when I opened the script and I said,
So you were like, oh, hang on a
I
minute.
remember that. Yeah.
Was it quite difficult to bring sort of a comic to life on screen? Because it looks quite comic-y, doesn't it? You know, the effects are quite...
I mean, that's part of the fun of it.
Yeah.
And the Meep is a great creature, so innocent, so sweet, and so lovely.
So
You wanted to be saved.
Everybody will want one for Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Where are the toys? Where are the plushies?
Yes.
Exactly. But no, it's my job to make those things work, and you tie that in with the story of Donna, who starts seeing aliens and remembering what's going on. So you get that to dovetail, and it's quite a mix.
Yeah, and the Meep is played. The voice of the Meep is Miriam Margolyes.
Wait, I mean, who doesn't love Miriam?
Who doesn't love
And when you
Miriam?
look at Meep quite closely, you think, oh, Meep looks like Miriam.
There she is. Yeah.
You do that. We film Miriam when she's doing the voice, so they map some of that onto the CG
Well, it's
face.
worked very well. And then you've brought back like an evil character from the 1960s, the Toy Maker, played by Neil Patrick Harris.
That's right.
Why did you want to bring this particular character back?
He's a great big cosmic. In the third episode, he comes back in the third episode, the stakes are raised. I mean, it might be obvious that actually David's Doctor is not around forever, and there is a new one waiting in the wings. I don't know,
What?
sorry.
Call my agent.
Sacked live on air. What can I say? But so there is things are going to get climactic. They're going to get dangerous. They're going to get astonishing. So, and you need a bigger villain as you possibly get. And Neil Patrick Harris is just
the
stunning.
man.
I mean,
Oh
what
my
a
God.
bit of casting that was.
Absolutely.
We were all very chuffed when he
He's
turned up.
terrifying.
Yeah.
He's wild.
Yeah.
He's wild, isn't he?
Russell,
Can't
David,
wait.
thank you both. Honestly, it's been absolute. But people are excited about this, aren't they? Really excited.
Beyond.
Good.
Well, the 60th anniversary special starts this Saturday, 6:30 on BBC One and iPlayer.
And of course, the Hooniverse, which I feel weird when I say that, but it is. The Hooniverse has launched on iPlayer with over 800 episodes, as well as some of your favourite Doctor Who spin-off shows.
Now, one of the reasons Doctor Who is so loved is the fact it's a good family fun, albeit with some scary monsters.
So we're about to meet 3 generations of the same family who share their love of everyone's favourite Time Lord.
For 60 years, 14 Doctors and over 800 episodes, Doctor Who has been a familiar sight and sound in our living rooms.
Oh, black and white and beautiful.
Getting your flashbacks.
In Gloucestershire, the Farmer family are settling in for a trip down memory lane. Grandad Simon can remember the first ever episode starring William Hartnell as the Doctor.
He will have our lives in his hands, that is enough. Then we agree.
And the arrival of the Doctor's greatest enemy.
You can't imagine how scary this was when it first came out.
If you think of Doctor Who, you think of the Doctors, their sidekick, and the Daleks.
They are to be exterminated.
I could actually imitate that voice then. I can't do it now, but...
Go on, try.
Exterminate!
For Dad Ali, the adventure started in the 1970s.
We're in colour now, and this is John Pertwee. He was kind of mad scientist.
Good heavens, what on earth do you take me for?
That guy, Sontaran. And the first time he takes his helmet off, and it just looks like a pudding.
In 1974, Tom Baker took over as the Doctor.
Doctor, I see.
Yes. What have you found?
With a new robotic companion, K9.
Negative, no entry,
Oh, K9!
Some people liked him, some people hated him. They hated the fact that occasionally this dog would just trundle up, shoot people, or unlock the door and just solve the problem.
As well as the Daleks, the Doctor, here played by Peter Davidson,
Soon be there.
had another returning enemy, the Cybermen.
Oh, I remember them well now.
The Cybermen became much scarier.
We can now time travel.
But there's one particular episode that still gives 20-year-old Sam sleepless nights.
Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead.
You are squirming, aren't you?
The Weeping Angels are considered one of Doctor Who's most frightening monsters.
Oh, no.
See, this is...
No!
If you take your eyes off them, they can catch you.
I had to sleep on your floor the first night I watched this, do you remember?
Yeah.
Because it was right before bed, it was dark out.
10-year-old Naomi is the newest fan in the family.
David Tennant is my first favourite Doctor. It's been really cool seeing all of the Doctors in black and white to this.
This is Jodie coming to the end of her time as the Doctor.
Who's the new Doctor?
And Naomi hasn't seen the latest twist in the Doctor Who tale until now.
Hey!
I know these teeth.
I just like David Tennant. He's nice.
I'd rate him as my second, maybe third favourite Doctor.
That's a bit awkward.
I like Naomi.
I was
She's
gonna
great.
say.
Naomi is
Yeah, I'm not
brilliant.
sure about
She is
that.
great.
But
Number one from
second or third.
That's what you want.
Alan Bennett, clearly.
Yeah.
It's very nice of him.
My second or third favourite dad.
Never mind.
Oh, brilliant.
Never
We've got to
mind.
thank the Farmer family, though, for that. Brilliant.
Absolutely. Now, last week we asked you to get in touch with your Doctor Who stories, and you didn't disappoint.
They didn't, did they?
Wait for it. Judy has been in touch. Judy worked in the BBC's costume department in the 1960s and was very excited to work on Doctor Who. She even ended up, this is it, briefly dating a Dalek.
Oh!
An American student who was making some extra cash.
John Scott Martin? It could have been.
Could have been.
Oh.
Michelle's daughter, Laura, starred in a couple of episodes as the youngest Blitz kid, actually, and here she is.
Oh.
Billy Piper as well.
Billy Piper.
Oh, that great story. Oh, that's brilliant.
Do you know what? I loved Billy Piper as well.
Oh, gorgeous.
Of course.
Gorgeous. Didn't Doctor Who inspire your love of acting, David?
Well, it's probably one of the reasons I went into it. Yeah. I mean, it was the show that when I was young, when I was little, that absolutely captured my imagination. I thought it was amazing, and I remember watching John Pertwee turn into Tom Baker and asking my parents, what is this magic?
And look at us now.
That started it, yeah.
But you're also in Macbeth, very different.
Yes.
At the Donmar Warehouse.
Yes, rehearsing at the moment.
Well, it's a bit of a different production, isn't it? Just tell us the sort of experience that the audience might find themselves having.
We're using binaural sound.
What does that mean?
It basically means that as an audience member, you'll have headphones on. So you'll be watching us live, but all sorts of things. You'll be seeing you'll be having a live experience. You'll also be having an experience within your head.
I'm so glad you asked that story. But
Do you have to pay extra for the headphones?
No, you don't.
Fine, I'll come.
And they'll be sterilised every night, just in case you're worried.
Fine.
That was such a Welsh question.
Good.
You have to pay extra.
Headphones? Are you saying what?
Sorry, people, we really am. Well, now it's almost time to catch up with our brilliant